Welcome to Highlights from the Shift with Rach as I go back over season 1 and pull out the highlights from the conversations I've had with inspiring leaders and founders, both from the government to Fortune 500 to some exciting startups. And in this episode Highlights, I spoke to Dr. Jessica Rimmer, who's written a book called The Purpose Formula, and she talks to me about purpose and how disappointment can be a real clue to us finding it. I hope you really enjoy this episode highlight as much as I do.
We can be living a purposeful life without the ability to articulate our purpose. I do think it's helpful to know, but it's also patience in the process. Like, our purpose is maturing and building and growing through the experiences of our life and taking on character where it can be really potent in the later years of our lives, right? Our energy levels are going to rise and fall according to just the way that we have been wired. And so, you know me pretty well. I'm wired for ideas. My mind is going to rise up and get super excited about, neuroscience. I mean, I'm just wired for deep thought, deep learning. Other people, their nervous system is going to wire and it's just going to alert when it's compassion. Or I think about people who love small children or people who love middle schoolers, and it's your body actually responds to the thing that you love. It's why I think, we talk about desire. Understanding what we love and what lights us up is a critical aspect. Well, our nervous system is the physiological mechanism that we've been given to actually indicate to us, hey, you love that. You can actually ask people, when do you see me light up? When do you see me at my best? What am I doing? And sometimes those clues come back. What do people see on the other side of us when we're most alive? That's when our nervous system is firing with joy. And so sometimes people can reflect that back to us because maybe we don't have the level of awareness, and that's okay, but other people are going to see it if they know us and love us. Emotions are real clues about what matters to us. Positive emotions, negative emotions. Well, we learn the most from failure. We will learn the most from some of those more negative emotions. And I think that that learning process is really the completion cycle. When you look at even studying trauma, people who have experienced trauma, real traumatic events, or major grief losses, the people that grow and are resilient, which resilience is the human design. Like, we are meant to rebound. And so people who complete the cycle with learning are the people who gain resilience. Yeah. People who do not complete the cycle of disappointment or disaster or whatever might have occurred in someone's life, they don't complete the cycle, are the people who are ultimately ongoingly injured. And so I think in our lives, whether it's professional or personal disappointment, or even just something that is deeply frustrating to you and it's an issue like homelessness or criminal justice is a big discussion in our state here in the United States. If that really fires you up and you say to yourself, that should not be, that lives in that disappointments bucket and probably is a clue that if it shouldn't be, maybe I'm the answer. If this is a common human experience and people are going to experience discouragement and disappointment, maybe my learning is the healing balm that I can give to other people to allow them to be fully alive.
That was such a fascinating insight into purpose and passion and disappointment. One of my favorite quotes from that episode was that our bodies light up when we're doing something that we love. So please do tune in to the full episode of The Shift with Rach, episode 8 with Jessica Rimmer, PhD, to find out more about Purpose Formula. So you can also follow me to hear more conversations with inspiring leaders. The Shift with Rach. You can catch it on Spotify, Apple and YouTube. And why not follow me on LinkedIn as well? Search for Rachel Ivers, Leadership Consultant. Thanks for tuning in.